My name's Russell, and how I got on these streets is because of my use of drugs and alcohol and stuff, and that's where I, pretty much been for a lot of times.
Okay. And when was that, Russell?
It's been off and on for quite a few years and stuff. It's just I'll try to get myself off, and then I'll end up going back to doing the drugs and stuff, and then I'll end up right back on the streets.
You're talking 5 or 10 years, or?
Oh yeah, 5 or 10 years, maybe more.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff, as far as I can go back and remember.
All right.
Stuff. So.
You got your glasses are covering it, but I can see you got some pretty good tattoos there.
Yes,
you
sir.
were telling me about them.
Yeah, I got them when I was locked up for a crime I committed and stuff, and done about 5 years over it and stuff because of my use of drugs and stuff, and it's a terrible thing.
Yeah. And when you got out?
And when I got out, I went straight back to it. It never really done much to discourage me from, staying away from the problems and stuff,
But you've pretty much turned your life around in a lot of ways. Can you tell me about that?
Well, I guess I've reached that age where, and done, pretty much a lot of stuff I shouldn't have done and stuff, and just got tired of that type of life and stuff. I said, well, like I said before, I tried, and stuff, so, it never did, help me. And then just one day I just, said, enough's enough, there's no, there's got to be, some better way of, life than, what I've been doing and stuff. And, so I just decided to, take a chance and see what, would come of it.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so far it's worked out pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Stuff, I don't have I went through rehab and all that stuff, to try to, take care of things, and it really never did discourage me from going back to it.
So rehab wasn't real effective for you?
No, it wasn't for me anyway. I'm not saying it don't, do something to help other people and stuff, but it just wasn't for me.
It sounds like you weren't ready for it.
Probably not, and stuff, but, I just felt like, well, it's something, I got to want, and I got to really want it for myself, it don't matter what else, and stuff. So I had to make my decision. This is not the way I want to, go on with my life.
So you told me that you're actually not on the streets now. You've got a place to stay. Can you
Yes,
talk
sir.
about that?
Yes, sir. Well, about 4 months ago, I went down and I served 6 years in the service. So about 4 months ago, I went down to the VA downtown and stuff, and talked with the people in there, and worked with them, and they got me in a place over here in Midtown, a vet center and stuff, So
Good. How long will that housing be good for?
It'd be good for as long as I need it.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah, for as long as I need it.
So I've noticed something else about you, and I kind of hold you out as a success story in a lot of ways. You do a lot of looking out after some of the guys that are still living on the streets.
Yes, sir. There's people out here I've known when I was out here homeless and stuff for a long time and stuff, 20 years, some of them, and stuff, and I felt like, they're still my friends, and there's other people out here, you gotta be careful out here. That's a, true fact of it, you just can't trust everybody out here and stuff, because there's people out here who do a lot of things to you that's not good, and stuff. So,
like violent things.
Oh yeah, they're knock you in the head or and stuff. So you can't trust everybody out here. That's just the.
You're scarred there. Did you have an accident?
Which one? I got a lot of them.
Oh, look like they're.
Oh, I've been cut with beer bottles, knives, and all kinds of.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah, over years and stuff. Due to being out on the streets and in certain situations where I shouldn't have been in the first place. Like I said, I've been shot, stabbed, and all kinds of good stuff.
Shot, really?
Yeah. And stuff. So it's being homeless sometimes, and well, and being, you know, involved in drugs and alcohol and stuff, the way it is, you know.
Yeah.
So
You're telling me about one of the guys that was out here that you saw really deteriorating, and you stepped in. Tell me about that.
well, a friend of mine, he's been a friend of mine for a long time, and he's been a part of this park actually and stuff. And he's a real nice guy and stuff. He didn't do drugs, he didn't drink, but you know, for whatever reason he was out here and stuff. And then, you know, come lately that he's just wasting away, and you know, I didn't want to, you know, I just felt bad about seeing him do that, you know, I mean, and stuff. So I just kind of stepped in and took some steps to, you know, maybe, hopefully get him the help that he needed.
What did you do?
Well, I had to go get with the police and had them file a welfare check on him, you know, and stuff, and they come out and I guess assessed him or whatever, you know,
assess him, yeah, sure.
yeah, and stuff, and then they felt like he needed to go get some medical attention and stuff, you know.
Good.
And stuff, so they took him wherever they took him to, the hospital and stuff, you know. I haven't been able to get in contact with him since, but, you know, hopefully I will, you know, find out, you know, how he's doing and stuff. So, you know, I mean, there are good people who's homeless out here and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so, you know, I mean, I like to see them.
And I'm looking at one.
Well, I hope so. I mean, you know, I try to be anyway.
Yeah.
Compared to what I used to be like, you know. But
For people that are watching this, if there's one more thing you wanted to know about you, what would it be?
What would it be? That you don't give up. I don't give up, you know, stuff. I mean, you know, you gotta keep on going. You know, you can't let these things, you know, control your life and stuff. You know, I mean, you're just as good as anybody else, you know, in this world and stuff. You know, no matter where you're at in life, you know, and stuff. But you gotta believe in yourself. You know, and that's what I did. You know, I kept believing in myself. You know, I never did let, you know, things get in the way of that.